Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. While new physical comics aren't being released weekly, that doesn't mean there's not new comics to you. There's still tons of stuff out there for you to check out, and in my hands is one of those things that you should absolutely be checking out. This is Rough Riders Lock, Stock, and Barrel, collecting all the various Rough Rider series from AfterShock. Now, what's Rough Riders? It's a DMX song. No. This isn't the DMX song brought to comics. In fact, it's something totally different. This is kind of like a weird history stories, really, because it collects a whole bunch of different series. So this has Rough Riders number 1 through 7, Rough Riders Riders on the Storm number 1 through 6, Rough Riders Ride or Die number 1 through 4, which really does sound like a DMX song, and then Rough Riders Nation. So this is by writer Adam Glass, who's the creator of it. Patrick Olliffe is the artist. Gabe Eltaeb is the colorist. Sal Cipriano is the letterer. Kind of awesome that there's a pretty consistent creative team throughout this. So what are the Rough Riders? So this is a kind of a spin on history. This is the Theodore Roosevelt Rough Riders that you might have learned about in school, but his Rough Riders is a little bit different. Brings together a whole bunch of famous characters from, or not characters, but famous historical people together to, well, save the world multiple times. This is kind of like a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen sort of riff, except a whole bunch of historical characters instead of characters from books and various stories. So this team is Harry Houdini, Annie Oakley, Jack Johnson, Thomas Edison, Mon Eastman, and then in the final story, it also includes H.P. Lovecraft. Story is pretty solid. All of them are Teddy Roosevelt, almost all of them. A lot of them are Teddy Roosevelt bringing the team together to solve some mysteries, save the day. It's a lot of crazy stuff. The first one deals with like aliens and Cuba and takes a nice spin on that history. The second story involves the death of William McKinley, which is an interesting one because that happened in Buffalo, and I actually grew up mostly in Buffalo and was around a lot of where McKinley died and stuff like that when my political career was starting off. And then the third story involves kind of like ghosts and afterlife stuff. So three different genres in some ways. One aliens, the other one kind of like historical action adventure, and then the final one is kind of like a horror story. But all of them tie together really, really well. The team is really great. I think what really stands out is how some of the characters pair. Really, Teddy Roosevelt feels like just kind of the Q or the M that launches everything, and it's the individual characters that really make this shine, but really how those characters interact. So Harry Houdini and Jack Johnson, like, I want a spin-off series of just those two. Annie Oakley and Thomas Edison is fascinating of what eventually happens with them. So that gets really interesting. And then, of course, how all of the four of them deal with Teddy Roosevelt, I think, is kind of brings it all together. So it has to deal with the action, the characters, all that. It's good. It's really, really good. It's kind of like that Weird West popular genre that was going on. That's what this reminds me a lot of: weird history, alternate history. There's some steampunkish things involved in that. And this is a thick book. $49.99 gets you everything. The art is solid. Like, there's some really good art in this. It looks good. The other things I really like about it is that it does deal with some of the issues at the time. And Jack Johnson, you have a black guy, and then you got Harry Houdini, a Jewish guy. During this time period, weren't exactly the most popular of groups. So that's dealt with, that is touched upon, and I think that's part of what I like about the Houdini and Jack Johnson pairing and their relationship, is that it really kind of brings that together, and you can see why they get along and become friends throughout the stories. So it's the small details like that I think are really good. Of course, we got covers in here, and then there's a lot of back material to kind of show you how the series is put together, giving you like sketches and scripts and things like that to go over. There's a lot in here. This is a thick book. You can do some damage with it. Like, worst case, zombie apocalypse. You can use it to go beat people. Highly recommend this. I love the Rough Rider series. I think it's one of my favorite stuff that AfterShock has put out to date. So definitely go check it out. It's out now in comic shops and bookstores. Go support your comic shop. I've got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. Tell if shops near you. Go support your shop. Go hit them up. See if they're doing curbside pickup, delivery, whatever. They need the support. Go do it. If you don't have a shop near you, we do have some affiliate links. There are affiliate links, so you get a small percentage, but really go support your comic shop. And speaking of support, I want to thank AfterShock for hooking us up with the review copy. We appreciate it, and thank you for watching. Again, love this series. I think it's a lot of fun if you are really into kind of historical stories, but don't really want to dive into tons of history. Go get this. It's that weird history that plays with things that you know, and it's fun. It's really, really fun. Definitely, I would love to see some spin-offs out of this. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.